This is a little conversation between two people who are meeting each other for the first time. Tagi amkisi. Tagi. Krauma nawa yaina brai. Nawa yaina si B. Krauma nawa yaina birai. Nawa si A. Birai si birai B. Zaru. Birai. Hey, Tagi. Tagi. YouTube, welcome back. Or if we're using the original Bidai phrase, I would say Biirai si aidrait bai. I await your arrival. And indeed, I have awaited your arrival. And so have we all, because we're about to jump in and work on Bidai, our lovely, lovely language. But before I go over to the side, I'm going to give you a little dialogue in Bidai, featuring two characters, A and B. A is over here, right? Okay, and then B is going to be over here. So you can get a sense of what the language sounds like at least. This is a little conversation between two people who are meeting each other for the first time. Tagi amkisi. Tagi. Krauma nawa yaina brai. Nawa yaina si B. Krauma nawa yaina birai. Nawa si A. Birai si birai B. Zaru. Bidai. Hey, Tagi. Tagi. Okay, there we go. So, Olivier he ain't, but at least it's something. Now, what does all of this mean? Let's go over to the side, and you can see the dialogue. So, Tagi aumkisi. Tagi aumkisi. What does this mean? This means hello, more literally, Tagi day, aumkisi, wonderful. So, wonderful day. And then B replies with the short form, Tagi. Then A asks, what is your name? Krauma, what? Nawa, is, to be. Yaina, name. Brai. When we add a brai, this clitic onto the end of a noun, it becomes your. So your name. And this is in the humble, these are the humble pronouns, so speaking respectfully to someone else. Or speaking to a god. That's another use. And then B replies, Nawa yaina si B. B is just the person's name. Nawa, to be. Yaina, again, name. So yaina brai, your name. Yaina si, my name. So is my name B? We have that VSO order. Nawa yaina si B. And then B asks the question back to A. Krauma, what? Nawa is. Yaina, your. Name. And then instead of saying yaina brai, your name, we get the full form of the pronoun yaina biirai, because this is a case of contrastive focus. What is your name? So, nawa yaina si B, krauma nawa yaina biirai. And then A says, nawa si A. So, literally, I am A. And then A says to B this nice phrase, which means, I await you. Biirai si, biirai also means await. Biirai means a lot of things in this language. Biirai si, I await. Biirai, you. And notice for objects of verbs, we get the full form of the pronoun. So biirai si biirai, B. I await you, B. Literally, that's what it means, but idiomatically, this means welcome. And then B says zaru, which means thank you. A says biirai, which means perfect, which is a way of replying to thank you. So zaru on the one hand, then biirai. Then B says hi, spelled Kai, but pronounced with an H sound that is not elsewhere in this language. Hi, which means something like anyway or well, you're sort of changing the subject. So, hi, Tagi. Well, goodbye. So we use the same phrase for hello and goodbye, Tagi or Tagi aumkisi. So, hi, Tagi. And then A says, Tagi, goodbye. So there you go. A little dialogue in Biirai. And so you can use this with all your friends. The one thing that I would like to do is, given that this is an in-world Conlang from our lovely Bidai verse, but we also want to use it on the Discord server. And by the way, Discord, if you're not aware, there's a link in the description. Come join us. If you're into this sort of thing, that is. I'd like a way that we can say server, but in a way that's not too anachronistic for this in-world language, which has a technology level of roughly the 18th century. So instead of a server, we want to probably say something like maybe an oasis. Maybe an oasis is like a gathering place. We could use that. So traidzi. So if we want to say welcome to the server, we would say something like Biirai, I await you. But how are we going to add the server? We need some sort of a locative marker. Do we have one? We do, za. So I await you at the, and where is it? The oasis, or the gathering place. Biirai si biirai za traidzi, excuse me. So that's one option for server. I await you at the oasis. We've had some other options here. Let's put it in. So community sairu. That's a beautiful word, sairu. So let's call that community. And we could say this as well. Sairu. At the community, maybe this is an inhabited place, a sairu. At the, I'm thinking of something that could have been used in very old times, like an enclosure. You know, you have these old place names that are so and so tun in England, and we have that meaning of just an enclosed place. So that's what sairu could mean. We could use a word for plaza or marketplace. Let's see what we can assign. We have all of these words that are not used at all. Maybe what we can do is, let's find our phonology here. Maybe we can be tricky and use schwa, like Friends of the Schwa, as a word for marketplace, plaza. And so what would that look like? Schwa. It would be probably something like siwa or suwa. Suwa. So in that case, we would have Biirai si, biirai, za, suwa. I await you at the market. I think all of those would be very viable ways of saying it. Siwa is an oasis in Egypt. Hey, great minds think alike, I guess. All right. The Biirai language shows sairu with Zaipi Winga and Abid Nadir. And Brita. What's Brita gonna mean? That's amazing. Katpir. Going in. Fantastic. Good to see some new names coming in. Sparsh. What if the server is such a sacred place that it's improper to refer to it directly? As a result, the community has crafted a number of euphemisms. I like that. Brita is a for a Sakrat man. Maybe, yeah. That's a type of outlander. All right. Britta means to ruin, like in Greendale. Oh, I think that's actually hard to. That's actually hard to say no to. Let's take this Sakrat speaker and maybe we can call them, because I want to have a name for these Sakrat speaking foreigners. Who are they going to? This is a good question. Who would they come across, the Biirai speakers? I think they would come across the Pequak speakers. So maybe Paquak, or just Quack. That could be the Sakrat speaking foreigners because they, if we look at the map, where's our map? Continent A. So the Bidai speakers are going to live in here, and the Quack speakers are going to live here. So there's definitely going to be some contact. So maybe they could use, instead of using that Quack, they just use Quack. So those are the Sakrat speaking foreigners. And then when they meet other people, like the Sakrat speakers of, traveling around, they recognize that they're culturally related to the Quack, and they just call them all Quack. All right, Quack. Hydration break, 1 second. Okay. Britta. Britta. All right. Oh, Quack does not follow the... fine. Quack. There we go. Quack. Quack is not Quack. It's tough. It's very tough. Very tough. Very, very tough. Quack and Quat. Is there a connection there? Kaidza, nurture. That's beautiful. I think we're soon going to be able to write a little story in this language. This is exciting. Okay, so when someone comes to the server, they can be bombarded with a bunch of weird nerds saying nonsensical things to them, which I think is the ideal welcome to our Discord. So, and I say weird nerds with love. That I'm the weirdest and the nerdiest. So, Tagi Aumkisi, Biirai si Biirai Zasairu. It's gonna be great. It's very, very wholesome. Britta. Britta. This is fantastic. All right. We have about 10 minutes left. What can we do? What can we do next? It's a good question. Well, I saw that we have a lot of empty words. So why don't we fill them? What are we going to fill them? Okay, so friends, those of you who are on stream with us right now have the opportunity to adopt a word. Some of these are people's names from earlier that have not claimed a meaning. So I think at this point, it's fair if they're around, they can suggest a meaning. Otherwise, if you see a word and you think that there's some sort of a quality of that word that seems to call out with some sort of meaning, by all means suggest it, because we need to fill up some of these slots here. So I think what I'll do is I'll take things that are a bit long and I will split them up into 2 word phrases so that they can be played with a bit. Asausuki, asausuki, asausuki. So anything that's 4 syllables, I'm going to be breaking up. Otherwise, I think we're good. All right. Luck, favorable, call for rain. Where is that? That's Ruida. Great. We can explore this. We have a word for luck, but it's not to say that we can't have two with slightly different connotations, perhaps. Zansan can be genuine, sincere. Oh, that's lovely. What a compliment. Sky Macauda, based on Macau. They count their ages with the passing of the moon. Interesting. Interesting idea. I don't know. How would that work? So they would just count their ages in terms of how many months they've been alive? That could work. So from Macau is that right? Is Macau moon, right. So that could be age. That's cool. I like that. Maikar, sand. Oh, that's really nice. Maikar, sand. And letter critic, could Miriam be turned to Miriam? Miriam. Let's see. Let's see what too many tabs open, guys. Come on. What are you doing here? Indeed it can, because ra is a valid coda. So we would have Miriam. Miriam. What's desert? I don't think we have a root for desert, do we? No, we do not. Asausuki, meaning to herd or I hate you. Maybe Asao. Yeah, where is it? Asausuki could be to herd, meaning to lead animals. So to lead, and then the suki could be something like lead plus animal, maybe suki. Right. Adrian. Okay, Adrian. How are we going to do that? So that's probably going to be Adrian. Ausirik. Dawn. Oh, that's beautiful. And sounds a little bit, I'm getting some Indo-European vibes from having aus as something that means dawn. Can Adrian mean mask? Yes, indeed. That's cool. And the word for desert could be the same for land and territory. Yeah, because this is a group of people from the desert. I mean, I'm sure they're aware of the fact that their land is not like others. So they could have a word for desert. Maybe they have a word for land that means desert, and then they change it in some way. They specify it in some way to mean non-desert land. Do we have a land word? No, we don't. Okay. Did I miss something? Sitan. Ooh, soft or quiet. Yeah, sitan. Waduri is a type of fruit or vegetable. Oh, ship alert. Waduri. Sisru phenomenon. I'm going to also put in sort of thing, but intangible. Matter, affair, thing. Specifically an intangible kind. Ainu can be land. Oh, I love that. And what else do we have? We don't have we don't have a word for building yet. Katpir can be some kind of scorpion or snake. Ooh. Some kind of desert predator. Scorpion. Type it out, please. Keyboard. Or a snake. Cool. And maybe an ostrich is a force bird. Ah, force bird. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to write down something about force bird. I don't know if our ostriches. I'll have to check with the Biirai verse Council of Elders to know if there are ostriches in. But I'm going to just put this here. I love this idea of Sipkambu meaning agriculture. And if you have contributed your name, this is something that should be said. If you've contributed your name and we have given it a meaning here and you don't like the meaning, please just let me know. We can change it. probably let me know in the next, before the end of September, say, so we don't ingrain it too much. But, oh, cool. Yaranti. Yaranti could be please don't. Like a negative imperative. I don't know why, I really love having negative imperatives be separate from the positive imperatives. This is one of these things that I'm always doing. Sisru could be the noun class E. I love that. Kraniak can be a thorny plant of some kind. Aiparsun for journey. Tell ya. 28 heads is better than 1. Aiparsun. Journey. We don't have journey otherwise, do we? We do. We have Piyaura. Piyaura. Journey experience. Well, I'm happy having two roots meaning similar things, because we will find ways of distinguishing them later. All right. Well, we are now at that magical time where I collapse. Everyone, thank you so much for making this such a fun stream. This has been great. Biirai is a powerful language now. We are able to talk to each other. We are able to exchange pleasantries. We are able to do absolutely lovely things. And we are able to scare off anyone who comes into Discord by giving them greetings in this language. So, without further ado, I will bid you a lovely rest of your week. I will see you back here next Tuesday. And I don't know. It'll be a bit of a surprise. It'll be a surprise to me because I haven't planned what we're doing next Tuesday yet. But we will see you then. Until that time, be well, Bidai. Until then.